Hey y'all, it's me again. I wanted to come back and show you some more examples on how to round decimals after the last video I made of kind of the tutorial of the two different ways to do it. I'm going to start by showing you a couple of examples using the place value system because I think that's the easiest way for us to use right now, and that's what we're going to be leaning towards because it'll be quick in the classroom. Okay, our directions are going to have us round to the nearest whole number. And what they're going to give us, 3 and 27/100. Okay. In the tutorial video, I told you to look at the directions, figure out what they're asking you to round to. And in this example, we're rounding to the whole number. If you can remember what I told you to do, it was to underline the whole number or what you're rounding to so that you can see that again. Okay, our whole number here is 3. It's the number to the left of the decimal. The next step after you underline what you're rounding to was to circle what you call the boss. Okay, they're called the boss because they're in control. They're going to tell you if you're going to round up or if you're going to stay the same. And the rule for that is if the number, the boss, is 5 or larger, you're going to round up. If that boss is less than 5, you're just going to stay the same. In this example, 2 is the boss. Well, 2 is less than 5, so he's telling us we're just going to stay the same. The purpose of us underlining the 3 was because that's going to be our answer, the whole number, whether it stays the same or whether it rounds up. In this example, 2 was less than 5, so it's going to stay the same. Rounded to the nearest whole number would be 3. Okay, let's look at one more example of that. Say our directions are to round to the hundredths place. We haven't seen an example like this yet, but it's going to be done just the same. Round to the hundredths place. Let's see, our example is going to be 14 and 327 thousandths. Okay, that 3's in the tenths place, the 2's in the hundredths, and the 7th is in the thousandths. Our first step is to underline what the directions told us to round to, the hundredths place. Okay, I just told you what number was in the hundredths place, and that number was 2. Your next step is to determine who your boss is and circle him. Your boss is always going to be the number right next door or to the right of what you're rounding to. Our boss is 7. The question you ask yourself, is 7 5 or larger, or is 7 less than 5? Okay, for now, or in this example, 7 is larger than 5, so we're going to round up. Okay, when I go to rewrite, I have to start from the beginning and stop at the place we're rounding to. So I'm not going to get rid of that whole number 14. That stays with our answer because we're rounding to the hundredths place, not the whole. Okay, I've got 14. The 3 stays the same, but now I've got to figure out what I need to do with the 2. Is he going to stay the same or is he going to round up? Well, we just determined that 7 was larger than 5, and we just determined that that means we need to round up. So 2 rounded up will be 3. Your answer, round 14 and 327 thousandths to the nearest hundredths place, would be 14 and 33 hundredths. I'm going to stop there and create a separate video for the number line strategy.